everyone. So in this video I'll be talking about expectations. We'll start with the definition of expectation. It is when we have hope for the future, or we start to hope that something will happen good, or someone will do something good to us, good or bad in both the sense. So when things go as we expected, then sometimes we feel happy, and sometimes it does happen that we feel sorrow. Now specifically talking with regards to relationships, what should be the level of expectation that people should have in relationship? Should they have no expectation at all from their partners, or should there be a little bit of expectation? Let us try to get to know. So no expectation in a relationship then is just a form of psychological self-defense. It's just not possible that one human being having zero expectation with another human being. We are bonded together with the bond which stays together because of expectation. We do kindness, we expect the same from the other person to reflect the way you are doing. Yes, I agree that there are some people who do not follow this norms that I told you about doing kindness and expecting kindness, but most of us, we cannot deny the fact that most of us have the same logic, that if someone has betrayed me, I should do the same. If someone has hurted me, then I should do the same thing. So it's a psychological self-defense that we use it. And I wouldn't say that the zero expectation you should have in a relationship. So if you're saying this, that you are having zero expectation, then you are gaslighting yourself. And it is a very having no expectation, it's a very unhealthy pattern. And it's just not possible to have zero expectation at all. At a certain stage you will have expectation from another person. In any relationship that we have, a relationship between us and family members, between siblings, between partners, so there are something that we expect, the basic minimum dignity that we expect, the freedom, the respect, the feeling to be heard by others. We do have some expectation in our life. An expectation can be of many kinds. So I would say having zero expectation is just not possible, because we are humans, we have emotions. So when we do things, we have some expectation from the others. If we do kindness, we do expect that people will be kind towards us, right? At a very basic level, we do agree to this fact. Now my suggestion to everyone is, do not set unrealistic expectation, or it shouldn't be that you should not be able to expect such heightened barrier that you create, the burden that you put on the person's other person, that the person just feel as leaving you. So when we set this unrealistic expectation, then when it is not achieved, we feel the sorrow within us. The same is when we set goals. When we set a goal which is very unrealistic to achieve by us, then when it fails, it's very difficult to overcome that failure. So greatest disappointments in life stem from some sort of expectation being there. Keeping lower expectation is what I mean to say. Realistic and lower expectation, it's not a bad thing, because if you don't expect much and you get even a small amount of more, then you feel the happiness. Let me explain in a very simple terms. Imagine that this is your bar, that I would expect this much, and if you expect this much and you get this much, a huge amount, right? Then you will feel that happiness. But imagine that you have set your bar till here and you get only here. In the both the cases, the person was getting the same equal amount of what the result was. But the second person, what he did was, his expectation was quite high, and the first person, his expectation was quite low. So what he got, he was happy with that. This is seen in our daily life also. You might have seen in the sports field that people who come second, they are happier than the people who came first, because the person who came first, his expectation was just not about first, his expectation was more than first. And for the person who came second, his expectation was much lower than second. He might have expectation of coming third, or at least being able to participate, and he secured second place. That's more than what he expected. So the point is that the more the expectation, if this is your expectation, if this is your expectation and you achieve only this much, then this rest part is the disappointment part, which means that the more the expectation would be, the more the gap between the disappointment and expectation would be in your life. So lowest amount of expectation is what you should keep, and expectation, have a control and certain measure of your expectation. It should be realistic and real in the real life. It should be workable expectation. You cannot ask for a unicorn and then say that I did not, my expectation was of having a unicorn or secret, or you expected that Santa Claus, you wish to meet Santa Claus. So try to have realistic expectation and work on the same. In relationship also, try to expect less from the partner. All right, so with this happy note, I'll end this video.